So today I'll be looking at Dogecoin, and basically I'll be giving off the advantages and the disadvantages of the crypto project, and I'll also be giving off a couple of points that will, in the end of this video, help you to decide whether this project is worth investing in or not. Nonetheless, welcome to Crypto Investor, where I give my honest analysis and opinions on crypto projects which I believe are worth investing in for the long term or not. So if you want to be part of this community, please go ahead and click subscribe. Nonetheless, let's start. So Dogecoin. Well, this project is very, very interesting for me because firstly, it actually started as a joke, right? The entire project started as a joke, but then it started just growing and growing until it became what it is today. It's in the top 20 cryptocurrency projects with the biggest market caps. So it says a lot about it, right? But also it's an example that shows that this coin, that crypto coins actually in general aren't just crypto assets. They can also be a community, or they can be led by, the cause of a community. And what I mean by this is because there's been a lot of donations that have been happening, that have been done by the Dogecoin community, but I'll explain that later. So the project started on the 6th of December 2013, or rather it was launched on the 6th of December 2013. And like I said, it started as a joke, but mostly it's actually used for charitable causes, right? Like the Dogecoin community as a whole just tends to, donate a lot of, their coins to certain causes which they believe, or that align with what they believe, right? And their logo is quite interesting because it has a Shiba Inu dog. I don't know if it's Shiba Inu or Shiba Inu, but it's basically that dog that you normally see across memes all over the internet. But like I said, it's very community led. And for example, in 2014, the Dogecoin community actually raised around 50,000 US dollars, right? This was actually to help Jamaican-based team, the Jamaican bobsled team rather, to go to the Olympics. And that actually says a lot about how strong this community is. If they're able to raise so much money to help, such a basically raising money for such a good cause, it says a lot about the strength of this community, which contributes to its value also as a coin, right? And then again in 2014, they actually paid 55,000 US dollars. I'm not exactly sure for what, but that was another donation that was made in the very same year. And then of course on Reddit, their community is very, very strong. In fact, so much that the Dogecoin community in Reddit normally tips content creators or people that comment, that put out basically quality content. They normally give out some certain tips. Maybe you might get like $5 worth of Dogecoin. It really depends, right? But basically this project and its community has a large following across social media. So, and of course, a lot of cryptocurrency activities happen online, and which tend to also happen on social media. So maybe this could also be another value point that one might tick, right? And then, of course, this project, the coin rather has no limited supply. So there'll be a lot of, basically this infinite amount of dog coins, right? So meaning that there's an endless amount, so that it might affect the price of the coin to more or less remain the same. So maybe that might be a negative tick in terms of the value, but again, it might point it out as a store of value, right? Because if the price is gonna more or less remain the same, one might say that they might put their money into Dogecoin, because that way their money will be secured, right? And of course, the entire project was actually built on the Dogecoin blockchain, so they actually have their own blockchain compared to, for example, other crypto projects that would normally have their blockchain built on Ethereum, or maybe they'll just copy the very same blockchain that Bitcoin has and just plug it into their own crypto project. And then this project obviously has their own one, which I think is also a differentiating factor because it's unique, and that means that if it works very well, if it stands, the test of time, then also that will be very important for its value as a coin, right? And then of course, because of this, they have their own wallets. They have a software wallet, they have an online wallet, they have a paper wallet, and of course they also are integrated into hardware wallets, right? So with the software wallets, there's of course the Dogecoin core and the multi-dog. So basically the Dogecoin core contains the whole blockchain. So you'll become part of a node, and yeah, basically, I think especially if you want to be part of the community, that's the kind of wallet that you'd want to go for, right? The Dogecoin core. And then the multi-dog wallet is just enough information for you to basically send and receive Dogecoin on your laptop or desktop, right? So basically you're not a node in the network. And yeah, so I think they actually have a lot of things that they have done as a project, and of course also so much that this community is actually even recognized by a lot of influential people across the cryptocurrency industry and really across just the business industry as a whole, because I mean we all know how much Elon Musk always tweets certain tweets about Dogecoin. Sometimes they come off as a joke, but again they'll make you think twice about whether maybe he's the creator. There's been rumors of that he might be the creator of Dogecoin. I don't know about that, but that just also shows again the value of this coin. If it's highly recognized by these influential people, and really the project hasn't really received any kind of criticism because of how strong it is, that maybe might be another tick in terms of the value that it carries, right? But now a little downfall to the entire project, well, based on my research and all the information that I've gathered, is that there hasn't actually been any development since 2015, right? And of course, since the crypto industry is still fairly new, still in its infant stages, it's really important that it updates happen all the time. So maybe this could affect the entire project to fall behind, and also that affecting it to actually lose its value, right? But also on top of that, I've even found out that some members I have actually left the community. Not all of them. The community is still strong, but some of the members have actually left because of you know the project not having any development since 2015. But nonetheless, it's still a very, very strong project because it has a large following, it's widely recognized, and it hasn't really had any problems such as hacks or really something that might, question its integrity as a project. So for me, honestly, if I were to give you my opinion, this would be a project that I would definitely invest in, but it'll be something that I'll invest in not for so much long term. Maybe let me rather say well, there's short term, there's mid term, and long term. I would go for mid term for this because since it's not really given that much attention in terms of its development and updates. I wouldn't want to put all of my trust in it. So let me rather say I would just put in a little bit of money that I can afford to lose and see how it goes about it, right? But like I always say on this channel, that if you truly are part of the crypto industry and are truly supporting what cryptocurrencies are trying to bring about in the entire financial industry, then investing is not enough, right? So if you feel like maybe you want to contribute into this industry, the best thing for you to do is to rather also maybe build a certain project on either of these projects blockchains. For example, if you could maybe have something built up on the Dogecoin blockchain, that's a much bigger step that you take in terms of contributing to the industry, right? So that's my opinion on this. I don't know what you guys think, but do you feel like it's worth investing in based on all the points I've given you, or maybe it's too much of a risk so you wouldn't put your money in there? Let me know in the comments. While you're at that, please don't forget to click subscribe if you feel like you love this content. If you feel like maybe you don't like this content, maybe you're not so satisfied with it, go ahead and click dislike so that I can see and be able to know when or how I can actually work towards improving this channel, because this is a community and I need to make sure that everything is right for everyone. And of course, if you have any coins that you want to recommend that you feel like I should go ahead and review, leave them down in the comments, and then I'll look into the project, do a bit of my research, and of course I'll give you my own opinion on what I think about the coin. Nonetheless, this is Crypto Investor, where I give an honest review or an honest analysis on crypto projects that are worth investing for the long term. I'll see you again on another episode. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Cheers.